Hi guys, this is Spook and today I'm going to be showing you the best and the worst places for a solo player to build in Rust. I'll start with the best places, and first off we have cave bases. Here's one I've just found. It's not mine, someone's already taken this one, and I would probably say hands down they are the safest place to be for a solo player. They are very inexpensive to make and offer the most protection. Um, Now the only tiniest downside is people will refer to the map given and they will find out where the caves are, and ultimately you will get people come to the house, but rarely will you get them raiding it to begin with, and by then you can reinforce it and pretty much make it very hard to raid. I have a video on how to build one. I'll link it in the video now. Head over there, check it out. You can learn some cool stuff and hopefully build a good cave base. Okay, and number two for the best places to build is in the snow. Now this seed doesn't really have a snow biome, so I'm just using this little snowy mountain as a example. Snow is good because not many people go there, and that may be due to the fact that as a fresh spawn you cannot go there as you'll freeze to death. You don't really get many people go there. For me personally, I don't go into the snow because I find it boring. It's very bland. There's not much to look at, but I'd say it's one of the more safest biomes to be in for a solo player. And as you can see here, that someone has taken this entire mountain and built a huge base on it. But I'd say a clan has done this. And number three on the better places to build is just generally hidden away from things. Like as you can see here, we're at the end of the map. What is that? Oh, it's a piece of plant. It's out of this area here is out of sight from big things, monuments. There's no real big mountains around. Just find little areas hidden away you can build in, and you will be a lot safer because people don't really explore into the emptier areas. They kind of explore around the monuments, center of the map, and yeah. As you can, there is a house just here they've built. Someone's built it and left it. But again, this is a good area because it's away from things. You won't get many people run near here. And that is number three. Okay, number four in the good places to build is look at the before you build, reference the map. I'll put a link in the description so you can check out your server's map and look for advantages in the terrain. Now this place particular would be awesome to build on because most of it is surrounded by water, and then you have steep cliffs, and then you have your building platform there. It'd only be accessible from that bit there. But if you built a tower, you could easily defend this, I guess, peninsula of land. There's a little naked man down here. I wonder what he's up to. But yeah, before you start building, make sure you know it's suitable for what you're going to be doing in the game, and just be prepared. Okay, before I move on to the worst places to build, I just want to talk about flatland. As you can see here, I'd say it's good and bad. The good parts is it's easy to build. You can easily find your house because it'll be quite visible from a distance. You have good vision around your house, and if anything like me, I just prefer flatland to build on. I don't like messing around with triangle foundations and wasting lots of wood building. But the downsides to this is a lot of clans prefer the open fields, so it's highly possible you'll be neighbored with some bigger teams. More often than not, flat fields are pretty close to monuments. That is not the case for every seed, but most of the times when I've found flat land, it's pretty close to something. So again, it's attracting people. So yeah, it would be up to you if you wanted to build in a flat area. Okay, moving on to the bad places to build for a solo player. Monuments. A lot of big teams build near monuments, and that is for the sole reason for loot. You know, they loot it all the time. Bigger clans I've seen have just had control over airfields and other monuments. I wouldn't advise you to build a solo base near one, because you'd be asking for trouble really. You're an easy target to be raided by the bigger clans as well, because they know where you are. And of course, a lot of people often visit monuments and they would see your base and they could take that as a potential raiding target. So you're putting yourself out there to be harassed basically if you build near one of these. Okay, number 2 for the worst places to build is near tall rocks. The last thing you want to do is to give the opposition a height advantage over you and your base. Also, you do not want to allow them to have the possibility of climbing up the rocks and jumping onto your roof, because that provides an easy access point during a raid, unless it's airlocked or has barricades on the roof. I would avoid building near tall rocks unless you are 100% sure that no one can jump up onto one and it is building blocked so no one can put ladders on it and climb up it. So if you do build near a rock, just make sure the surroundings are safe. Okay, number 3 on the places you don't want to really build by is spawn points. Spawn points equals nakeds, nakeds equals rocks. You will be harassed if you try and build near one of these. Near a fresh wipe, people will just enter the server, they'll see you building and they will just harass you. But then again, end game, when you've got your base established and well defended, it won't really matter because they won't start with any like supplies to raid with, so you'd be safe on that aspect. But to starting off, I would suggest building inland and away from any shores, because you don't really know where the spawn points are. There's normally only 3 or 4 per map, so unless you can map them out first, then you could be free to build on a coastline. Okay, and now for the last place where you want to avoid building. This one isn't really that vital, but it can be the deciding factor on if your base gets destroyed or if it doesn't. And that is flight paths for the helicopter. Okay, you'll see below me the airfield, and then you'll see over there is the satellite dish monument, and you'll see over in the distance over there, you can maybe barely see, that is the water tower monument. Now between these 3 the helicopter will patrol, and others as well. I'm not sure where the other monuments are exactly. So ideally you want to avoid building between them, because that is where the helicopter will fly over. Again, you can reference the map that I've pasted a link to in the description. Simply put your server seed in there, or type your server name in, and it will show you the map your server is using. And then you can gauge for yourself what routes the helicopter will patrol, and then find out what areas are unsafe to build in. Okay, I'll leave it there for today. If you have any other places you'd like to add, feel free to post in the comments. Thank you for watching. You have to do if you like the video, and I will see you next time. Oh, shit's going down. Oh, mate. Oh, fuck. No. Run.